Arsenal are closing in on Runarsson as a replacement for the departed Martinez, and has Aouar played his last game for Lyon. Hi and welcome to Stay Gooned. I hope you're all doing well and keeping safe. This is the Red and Whiteboard show, bringing you Arsenal and football news and views. The Gunners got off to a flying start to the new Premier League season, dispatching newly promoted Fulham 3-0 at Craven Cottage. Both Gabriel and Willian had great debuts, playing a huge part in the victory. I set a poll after the game asking for your man of the match, and looking at the results, Willian is the overwhelming winner with 60% of the vote, and Gabriel comes in at second place with 26%. I'm a little bit surprised by that. I thought it would be closer between the pair. They both were outstanding. If you haven't yet seen my post-match analysis and player ratings, go and check it out here. The goal of the game was scored by Aubameyang, and his new contract extension was by far the biggest news of the week. After months of waiting and all the teasing, it was finally announced on Tuesday, and the Arsenal media team done a great job via a live stream. I particularly enjoyed the interview that Wrighty done with Aubameyang. Ian Wright is a legend, a proper Arsenal fan, and the love he has for the club is clear to see. It was an honest and open interview. The major factors for Aubameyang extending are his desire to be bracketed into a similar status the likes of Wright and Henry enjoy, and to leave a legacy at the club. He also stated his love for the club and that it feels like home, and he really wants to help push the Arsenal back to where it belongs, winning the major honours. Mikel Arteta of course played a huge role in convincing him to stay despite offers from elsewhere. The fact that Aubameyang feels he can fulfill his ambitions at Arsenal is a statement that maybe we are finally getting our act together as a club, and we can hope. We've already added Willian and Gabriel this summer, and it does feel like there'll be more coming. But in order for that to happen, funds will have to be raised through player sales. And that ball has already begun rolling with the sale of Emiliano Martinez this week. Aston Villa have snapped him up for somewhere between 16 and 20 million pounds after observing his outstanding performances in recent months. I'm sure most of us wanted Martinez to stay and battle it out with Leno for the number one position, but we can also understand the thinking behind the sale, both from Arsenal's point of view and Emiliano's. We need to raise funds to execute any further transfer plans, and this sale represents excellent value. Up to £20 million for a goalkeeper that's been at the club for over 10 years and hardly played, and is likely going to remain as number 2, is hard to turn down. For Martinez himself, he's been as loyal as they come, not getting a look in at the club he loves, but still remained patient throughout, and when he finally got his opportunity, boy did he grab it. He showed us just what he can do, and he capped it off with that FA Cup and Community Shield victories, and perhaps it's the perfect way for Martinez to bow out. He himself said in his farewell message, through the front door. He's now got himself the number 1 gig at another Premier League club, and I wish him all the best, except of course when they play us. Thank you, Emiliano. It looks as if Arsenal are wasting no time to bring in his replacement though, with reports suggesting that we're in advanced talks to sign Icelandic goalkeeper Runarsson. He currently plays for French side Dijon and is reportedly available for about £1.5 million. That kind of fee would allow the vast majority of the Martinez money to be spent elsewhere. Who is he though, and will he be an adequate backup to Bernd Leno? Well, he's 25 years old, and despite not being the biggest of keepers, his shot-stopping abilities is said to be excellent, and before he joined Dijon, he was at a Norwegian club, the same club that our current goalkeeping coach was at during the same period. So clearly that's where the link and interest has generated from, and his attributes are well known. This one looks like it will be happening in the not too distant future. There could be more funds incoming too, with Lucas Torreira and Kolasinac linked with moves. Of the two, Torreira looks more advanced, with heavy interest from Italian sides Torino and Fiorentina. Torino are in pole position and an initial loan deal with either an option or an obligation to buy is reportedly on the table. £22 million is the fee that is being reported. If that were to be the case, it would be a loss given that we paid £26 million for him 2 years ago. Nevertheless, it will still be a good return. He made a good start to his Arsenal career, but due to a number of different factors, he fell away and hasn't been able to establish himself in Arteta's plans. He's a terrific little player, but a return to Italy is probably what suits him best. Kolasinac is another player that could return to the country we signed him from, with Bayer Leverkusen being linked with him. He's fallen down the pecking order at Arsenal with the arrival of Kieran Tierney and the rise of Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Arteta did try to play him in the back three, but that hasn't worked out either. It's reported that his asking price is about £9 million, which would be all profit as far as transfer fee goes, having signed him for free. But he's on about £100,000 a week, and those wages could prove a stumbling block to any deal. He might have to take a hefty pay cut or have a percentage of his wages subsidised by Arsenal. If these deals do go through, then we'll have plenty of money available to go for top transfer targets Aouar and Thomas Partey. There's various rumours that Arsenal are set to make a second approach for Aouar, having initially failed with a player plus cash offer. According to Fabrizio Romano, Lyon value him about €60 million, but Arsenal are yet to make a formal offer for him. Lyon's chief Juninho has confirmed discussions have been had with Arsenal, but no official bid has materialised yet. The player's head might be turned though, with rumours suggesting he's told his agent Arsenal is where he wants to play. Aouar to Arsenal does seem to be gaining some momentum. It could actually be happening. He got sent off in Lyon's latest match and he now faces a 3-game ban which goes past the transfer deadline, meaning he might have played his last game for Lyon. This could run all the way to deadline day. As could the Partey link also. Partey is still stalling on signing a new deal at Atletico Madrid, and they're not going to let him go for less than his release clause of €50 million. For us to get both players, we're looking at splashing around £100 million. I can't see us raising all of that through player sales, so it could be just one of them. Who would you take? Partey was my number one choice because I think he would make us more solid and a tougher team, but the way Arteta has got us so organised recently, especially against the big teams, I'm now leaning towards Aouar and a bit more creativity. Obviously I'd love to have both, but if I had to pick one, it would be Aouar. Let me know down below in the comments who you would pick. That's just about it, folks. I'll be back with the preview of our first home game against West Ham that takes place on Saturday evening. Thanks to everyone for watching. Remember to hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up wherever you are in the world. Stay safe and stay gooned.